All right, guys, so we did 7 games today. We started in the T100LT. We played 3. We played the M4190GF for 4. And now I want to play a lower tier tank. We still have to try and mark the Chaffee 594, and I hate this stupid thing because it's so slow. But we're going to play it. I have 12 battles in this thing, 1147 average damage with a 75% win rate. I did just stick on here one of my improved ventilations and then standard optics, and we are running the Bounty Turbo. Because this thing is so slow, it needs all the mobility it can get. I did think about running the Tier 3 mobility system on it, but you lose like components when you take it off. So I think I just kept that on the Covenanter. I have this on the Covenanter. But we need to try and mark this vehicle. So we played Tier 10, we played Tier 8, now we're going to play Tier 5. We'll play 3 battles, maybe, if I can handle it in this tank, because oh my god, this tank is like miserable to play. And yeah, my crew isn't stacked or anything. We're running almost full concealment, snapshot, smooth ride, recon, situational awareness, and intuition. It's enough. Plenty, you know, for tier 5. We don't need to be very competitive at this tier. And the current setup, we're dropping obviously the low noise exhaust for the Bounty Turbo, but I do run the improved defense to kind of make up for that a little bit in terms of concealment. We're only at 33.5% concealment, so we got to keep that in mind. 453 view range, but the aiming time is actually pretty good on this tank for the gun and all. So I think we should be okay in terms of using the gun. Almost 1700 DPM, like we're just going to try and use the gun on this thing, really. I don't know. The mobility's so bad. Even with Bounty Turbo, man, the mobility, I mean, this thing basically plays like a medium, guys. It's that slow. So we're going to try and make it work, but like this is basically a medium. It's like a medium with no armor. It's tier 5, man. Like nothing is really good at tier 5 except the Covenanter. Maybe like, you know, some of these other tanks you can get really good at. I'm only good with the Covenanter, so... All right. So this is tier 4, 5, 6 matchmaking. I'm seeing an M5 Stort. It's almost like looking at enemy light tanks. Doesn't even matter that much at this tier. They have a BT7 and a Leopard. I'm going to go to the right. That's usually what I do. And like, look at the speed of this thing, man. This is with Bounty Turbo, keep in mind, guys. This is with Bounty Turbo. We're kind of keeping up with the Stort. I'm going to guess this Stort's going to go to this bush line as well. Let's see what he does. I don't know if he's going to have the view range. Okay, I'm lit by the Leo. He's definitely lit as well. So I'm like way behind this guy. I thought maybe that first shot I got him shot, but there's no way, man, because I was like all the way over here when he got hit again. And the shell velocity on the APs is really slow, man. That's what I absolutely hate about these tanks. Like the Chaffee's the same thing, man. The shell velocity is so fucking bad, dude. I mean, it's so bad, guys. Like, I hate tanks that don't have shell velocity. That's why I have the T100LTs really growing on me, man, because that thing has the greatest shell velocity. Like, it's so snappy, dude. The gun is just ridiculously snappy. I used to hate it, but kind of grew on me a little bit. It still throws shells like all over the place sometimes, but it's a fun freaking tank. It's so fast, snappy. Okay, brilliant, brilliant. This gun aims pretty quick. I've noticed that. Can we put this bush in between us and them if they push. Yeah, this is a whole different ball game from playing the T100 LT. The shell velocity is literally half the speed, guys. Like the T100 LT, it's like, pow, and the shell's there in like half a second. It's just ridiculous, man. Especially good if you're lagging a little bit, or like your ping goes up a little bit. Shell velocity is really beneficial when you have a slight lag. Because pre-aiming becomes a whole nother nightmare when you're lagging, right? That's why I don't know how people from my country, like the States, can play on EU server. Like Steel Guts has an EU account. I don't know how he does that, man. Because you lag. It's like, I couldn't play lagging, man. Holy crap. I couldn't do it. This is definitely a game that's easier to play when you lag compared to like Call of Duty or something like that, but it still sucks, man, right? We have to do some kind of damage here, I'm thinking, to win this game. Here's the M6. This gun's pretty snappy, man. It aims very quickly, I have to say. It's very quick to aim, so... Good, we should get all the spotting for that. Brilliant, man. It's good for our mark. God, my hands, man. It's so sweaty. Trying to stay here as long as I can, and then we're gonna eventually have to support the Stort, which I think we're gonna do now. Because I forget, man, this tank has no freaking mobility, so we gotta get somewhere where we can start doing damage against all these people. I was thinking about going after the M6, but I don't like. I just think they have too many people at this point. If they had like no one to the east, I would just play with the M6, man. I mean, we could probably outplay him all day, but we've just lost way too many teammates. I don't think much is going to be possible now. Just going to load this for the shell velocity. It's still like, you see that? Even with the APCRs, man. Okay, Leo's spotting me here. Good blind shot. Try and spot this 14 TP. Here's the M6. I think they're shooting at the Wolverine, I think.
Penetration. We're immobilized. We didn't penetrate their armor. Track repair. Drive on. Gunner is dead.
Goodness gracious. One more into the Hellcat. 1584 damage, 746 assist. I think we did really well with that. Considering what we had, like... I'd like to try and be a little more involved in that. We sat in that bush for so long, but we just lost way too much team. Like, when you lose a lot of team, it's just too... Sometimes it's too difficult to bring back a game, in my opinion. But I think we did pretty well to do a lot of damage as these guys were pushing in. And I don't think we can complain doing close to... What is this, 2400 combined? Top eye damage, top eye experience by like a long shot, man. So we tried our best with this one. And we move on. We only need, what's the 95%? 1568. That's actually higher than I thought it would be. 1568. So yeah, I think we did everything we needed to do on that one. What can you do, man? I mean, we probably have better crew and equipment than 90% of players at this tier. maybe 95%. So. Tundra, man, goodness. Okay, 5-6 game. I think I'll take the same spot I took in the T100 LT. Sorry for the fan noise, guys. If you can hear it, it's like it's ridiculously hot in this room, man. Like my hands just sweat like crazy when I have the door closed. So I have to try and give myself as much air as possible to even make these sessions possible for you guys. Okay, so we're gonna go to this bush. I think we'll be okay here. This tank is just so miserably slow, man. I mean, I thought the Covenanter was slow. This thing is ridiculous. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Spot all these guys. Let's take a shot at the Hellcat here. Pull back. Chaffee's pushing right across. This is something you can expect at this tier. Clean him up with an auto lock. I gotta know who's on the hill right now. Beautiful. Just gonna make sure we're not getting spotted here. Beautiful. We get half of that spotting. Really wish my MOE mod was working. It just like stops working, man, and refuses to work. Sometimes when there's like micro patches and stuff like that. I mean, we just re-downloaded Aslane's mod pack and XVM, and it just doesn't work. What can I do with this? Do we want to get aggressive and try and push the mid? I feel like it's a really bad idea. I feel like we're going to get YOLO'd trying to do that. I think I'm just going to stay here. I was going to relocate, but I think I'm just going to stay here. Good. Get some spotting on the T1. Because we have the hill, so... Okay, good. Spot the M4. Just depends like where this leopard is, man. Because like it's really only the leopard at this point that I think would give me a problem making that play. Yeah, screw it. I'm just going to make this play. I can't really do it here, though. Got to go down like this. And so what you can do, guys, and I don't even know if I've ever showed this in a session video. I never give you Tundra videos because Tundra is just a garbage map for lights, but you can push this, especially if you have armor. And I'll load APCRs just for the shell velocity. I can't stand the damn low shell velocity. And then you can poke like this, provided no one counters you in the mid here. You can just poke up like this and get these side shots all day, man, on these people down here. Just make sure no one kind of counters you. I'm looking on the map just to make sure no one's trying to counter me here, like the leopard. I don't know where the leopard is. Goodness me. And then you just watch for people in the back. Like at higher tiers, it's more of a thing. But in this game, we're just kind of like wandering around looking for damage at this point. Trying to get a little more out of this game. I think we'll go after the KV-1S. I don't know where their leopard is, or their M10. He's probably in the back. Yeah, we can hit this KV-1S all day. Or not. Can I light this boy on fire? It would be really nice if I could. He's just going to keep his gun like that. Good. Beautiful. 15 to 4. It's over already. 646 damage, 500 assists. That's all we can do with that one, man. Play one more. At least. Give you guys one more. And then I'm probably just going to get off, man. It's 3 session videos I can do in one day. And I need a break from this game, man. Like I was telling you guys in some other videos, man, I'm just too burnt out playing this game, man. I need to play some other games, which I have been doing, but still third by experience in that crap game. But we play one more in this, and we will have played 10 battles. It depends on how good this game is. Give me this spawn. I want the other one. This is the spawn that's worse for the south. That's why I don't like it. Another 5-6 game. So we've been pretty much bottom tier. The first game it was 4-5-6, and then the next 2 games it's 5-6. So okay, here we go. Let's go. Still going to play the South, even in this piece of shit. Still going to play the South. They have a T-52 and a Type 64, so that should be interesting. AMX ELC BIS. What do we have? Another Chaffee and a T-37 and a 12T. Okay, see how this goes. Oh, oh, yeah. I was like, he disappeared, and I'm like, that render range is not adding up, and then I realized he was all the way in the mid. I have a feeling this Type 64 is probably a pretty good player. Probably. He's making some really aggressive passes. This guy is not going to win this fight. I'm trying to help him. Type 64 will out DPM you all day long. I just don't have the mobility to like weave and dive enemy shells, so like this is going to be really tricky, man. We just kind of have to put ourselves here and hope that we're going to get the support from like the KV1 and people. Otherwise, this is a loss all day, man. But like I have to try and do something to get spotting damage out of this. No, I'm just going to go for it, my man. I'm sorry to say. Okay. You can die to Artie, I guess. Shoot the Stug. Gonna dodge Artie. Yep. Both of them are going to target me. That's what Artie players do. I don't know where this type went, but I don't even think I can outspot him. This is like a really dangerous poke that I'm making. I don't recommend it, guys, but I don't know what else to do with this. Like, we just don't have any legitimate support here, and I don't want to go up and over. We have the KV1, and that's it, really. M10's kind of back there, but... a tank with mobility, I'd absolutely go up and over, but we just don't have that. Like, you almost have to play this thing like a medium. It's just so freaking slow. I don't want to make any active passes here. I really don't. Hate to say it. Okay. Good. The The Type 64 went up to the north. I will support the Chaffee here all day on low APCRs for the shell velocity and just try and support this guy. He's doing what I would do. I'm just scared that I'm going to run into an issue. Like he just did. Okay. And that's why I don't want to get too aggressive here. They're already sitting like right here, but I don't have the angle to shoot them. That's where he is. My freaking fingers get so sweaty, man. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, this guy's really like flinging his tank around, man.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration. Enemy armor
Trying to bring this back.
Enemy armor is damaged.
This is why I really like taking the south, man, because we have all the advantage here to try and counter people that are going to take mid. We have all the shots. Dude, my freaking hands. It gets so sweaty because it's so freaking hot in here. See how slow the shell velocity is? Good lord, man, it's ridiculous. Can we maybe spot this T-34? Yeah, just needed to get a little bit closer. Just trying to cut down his concealment just enough. He might have moved. There he is. I don't want to fire because I know this guy will spot me. They have good view range. Do I have an arty? No, they both died. That's very not helpful. How do we win this game, man? Where else do I go to win this? Do we go after the Giro here? Okay, Stug is here. I think going after the Giro would be a bad idea. Like, I'm normally way more involved in this. It's just you can't be with this tank because it's so freaking slow, man, you know? I want to get more involved, but it's just, I don't know if I can get out of situations that I put myself in if I do that, so... Good, make some spotting on this guy at least. Running out of support, man. It's just me and the M10.
That one didn't go through.
Come on, get down, get down. He's gonna die. I have to defend the base. There's nothing I can do for him. I gave it my all, guys, in this game. I mean, we did 1,500 damage and some spotting. I don't really like leaving the south because we had a lot of shot angles. I would get more involved if we had a little bit more mobility, maybe, but it's just tricky, man, because this tank is so slow. You can't really move around the map well. So, the Sand River's a pretty big freaking map, so... I'd like to try, like, if I had really good mobility, I'd be in the north right now, trying to, like, switch everything up. Like, all the way back here, I would be. I mean, realistically, they can cap. I don't even think it's worth going out that far, man. I really don't. Like, I'm really thinking about just trying to sit here, maybe. I don't think this is winnable. Okay, there's the G.
Critical hit. Enemy armor is hit.
He's holding my shot. Okay, he blind fires. I mean, what can I do, man? You know, there's just no way to win this. T-34 pushing in. That was a good blind shot, man, because, like, we were... Well, I guess we're kind of in the middle of the bush. And, I mean, the G-Row hits really freaking hard. We can't even take one shot from the G-Row. It's like, what can you do, man? 1650 damage or so we had. 1753 damage. And, yeah, just not getting enough support from, like, a couple of these people down here. Both our Arties did practically nothing, you know? And, let's see, their one Artie did 1,000 damage. So it's just going to depend, man, on like how good the support is, and I just don't think we had it here, man. I mean, I'm just trying to make up for... Our M10 didn't do bad either. We're just trying to make up for too many bad players, which is what you get at Tier 5, man. I mean, I'm not going to say that that's not normal. So that's it, guys. I'm going to be done with this thing. 3 battles, 1327 damage, 574 assist. I think we played it fine, man. 5900 WTR, and out of all these battles that I've played, we had basically a 10k WTR with a 50% victory rate. What can you do, man? It's like, I just find it wild that you can have a 50% victory rate and have a 10k WTR. This is why, like, I don't even really look at win rate anymore. I swear to you guys. Like, win rate is going to balance out eventually, but each session, it's like, when I look at the victory rate, I'm like, whatever, man. I played at this level for WTR, and I feel like WTR is a pretty good statistic for determining how good a player is. If I'm playing at a 10k WTR, I'm happy with that. Like, almost every day, man. So, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.